All right, so today is probably going to be the last, I think it's going to be the last upgrade for now anyway. We already did the seat, we cleaned up the tail, we got a Akrapovic exhaust with the link pipe. I did the tank grips. I also did a radiator guard. We cleaned up the front, we installed some turn signals, removed the bar and the lights. If you guys haven't seen the videos yet, go back and check them out so you'll know exactly what I did to my 2025 Pan America ST. But today I took the windshield off. If you're wondering, it's right there. If you think the bike looks a little weird, took the windshield off because we're going to be taking off the handlebars today. Going to be removing the mirrors, the controls, the handlebars, removing the risers. And this is what we're going to put on. I have a pair of, they're actually called Pizoma. Very, very good quality. These are Pan America 6.5-inch kickback risers. And they're actually, looks like really nice quality, very nicely machined. And what's nice about it is this top clamp, I got it in like a red, like the red inside here. It looks really good. So that's what we're going to install. I'm still waiting on the bars, but I still have a lot of work to do here. I have to dismantle everything. So take off the mirrors, the controls, and then I'll show you guys how it looks. And then we could unbolt the stock risers. It's fairly simple. I mean, you only have the mirrors is actually, you get a wrench and you unbolt the top right there. The mirrors come off. And then on the hand controls, you have one screw there and two underneath. And then obviously a lot of these like rubber bands that hold the wiring to the bars. There's another one under here. Same thing goes for the other side. And then once we're able to take off that, I'll actually unbolt the top, the two clamps, remove the bar, and then slide the hand controls off. And I'll just put like a towel or something, or maybe my drop cloth right over the tank, so we could just lay the hand controls on the side. And then as far as the risers, you could see up underneath, there's only one bolt, which is right there. And that basically, you see, that basically gets bolted right to the underneath of the riser. And that's the only thing that holds the risers on there. So I'm going to start dismantling this, but as you guys can see how it looks now, that's why I'm changing it, because I want to go, all right, let me say this. With where the positioning is of the hand controls right now is actually perfect for my height. So the only problem is I don't like the look of the high bend bar. So in order to kind of achieve that same feeling as far as where the bars are now, so I don't have to stretch too much forward, this is a 4.5 inch, I believe, straight riser. We're going to go with a 6.5 inch kickback riser. It's going to bring it up 2 inches and back 1 inch. So then we're going to, instead of this 6-inch high rise bar, we're going to go with, I think it's like a lower or medium bend bar. So this should come out to kind of the same place. If I have to lean forward a little bit, I'm not worried, because that's how I want to ride this bike. You know, for me, it's a sporty bike. So we'll see how it comes out. I got a red bar. I believe it's a Renthal fat bar. We're going to go from a 1.25 inch clamping diameter. I got these bushings. We're going to go down. The bar is down to 1 1/8 inches. So we're going to be able to have that clamping right. And then the bar is 7/8 at the end, which I need for these controls. So I'm going to start taking everything apart now, and then you see how it looks. It's just like really, really tall. I don't like the look of it. I think a more straight bar on this bike like this is going to look a lot better. So, and I think the red bar is going to match. And then we also got a set of bar end mirrors that we're going to put on instead of these mirrors. So I'm really looking forward to this upgrade. All right, so the bars are dismantled and removed. There's actually, what I just noticed, there's actually no holes that you have to drill into the bar it just has a clamping mechanism right there that actually bolts and clamps the control right to your bars. And that's pretty much it. So I don't have to do any drilling. All the wires are actually outside of the bar, so I don't have to run nothing through them. It's fairly simple. So I got all of that apart, and right now I'm gonna go up underneath and actually unbolt the risers, so this way I could remove them, and then I'll install the new risers, which are right here, onto the bike. I'll be using a little blue Loctite for that, and that's how that's gonna work, and that looks really, really good. So let's see how it looks on a bike. All right, so let me show you guys the difference. Okay, that'll stay up there like that. That's the new riser. This is the stock riser. Okay, look at the height difference, right? In the same position. Right? So it's 2.5 inches taller and then 1 inch back. You see? That's the bar on the stock position, and that's where the bar is going to be in the new position. So these are stock risers. I just got to take this off right here. It's like a little hook that holds the wires. This was on the right side, and I'm going to put that right there. It actually, nope, actually right there. It comes with a little pre-drilled hole. All right, so the new riser is on. So if you're going to do this, make sure the top clamp is on, so this way it holds the bar, the risers actually in line perfectly and straight, so this way you have no issues putting the clamp on later. So if you bolt all this together and just place it onto where it gets mounted and then run your screws up underneath. I used a little dab of blue Loctite, tighten them down, and this is all ready. It looks great. I just can't wait for the bar, but I do not have the bar yet. The bar is actually coming tomorrow. So stay tuned, guys. It'll be a day for me, but literally a split second for you guys, and I'll have the bar in my hand. Wow, just got the bars. So it's a Renthal fat bar. Check this out. I don't know. It looks awesome. I think it looks great. I can't wait to put it together. I just wanted to show you guys. Pizoma 6.5 inch kickback risers. And then I have these bushings right here that is going to take the 1.25 inch clamping down to 1 1/8 on the Renthal fat bar. And then this 1 1/8 clamping bar tapers down to a 7/8 bar end. So this way you could put your controls and the grips back on. This is the only setup. Maybe there's other setups that you could kind of mix and match, but there's nothing from Thrashin that will work right now, because the Thrashin risers might actually fit on here, but the problem is their bars, the clamping diameter is only 1 inch, and all the bars that they have now obviously are for the baggers and the softails and stuff. It's 1 inch bar ends. It's not going to work on these controls. So I would have loved to use obviously some Thrashin stuff, but it's just not an option right now. So this is what I went with. And this was the best combination that I could match, because like I said, the clamping diameter, if you want to switch out the bars, the clamping diameter is a problem, because there's what I've seen, there's no bar with a 1 inch, or I should say 1 1/4 inch clamping diameter going down to a 7/8 bar end. Smallest one was this one at 1 1/8, but that's why I have to use these bushings. So yeah, that's it. It's a Renthal fat bar, red anodized. Looks really, really cool. I can't wait to put it together. I'm gonna throw on the hand controls right now, the grips, all of that, and then I'll show you guys how it all looks. All right, guys, I'm all done, and I'm beyond excited how it came out. It looks unbelievable. It came out so good. The taller riser pulled the bar back, and with the low bend bar, it just looks so much better. And the red anodized, it looks great. It just matches the top clamp. It looks so good, and the feel of the bike is fantastic. So what I want to do is I want to take the bike out. So I want you guys to see the bike in the sunlight and to get a real good look at how awesome the front of the bike looks now. It just, oh my God, the bars and the risers just made this thing look absolutely fantastic. The bars are in pretty much the same place. Maybe I have to bend forward a little bit, tiny bit more, but that's actually not so bad because it's better if you want to obviously hit the twisties, you know, cornering and stuff, you could kind of tuck down better, but it's not much different because this went up 2 inches and back 1 inch. That kind of took into obviously consideration that the stock risers were 2 inches shorter. So this kind of pulled it higher, pulled it back, but the bar, it just made the bike look so much sportier. And also the ergonomics of the bar are so much better. I'll show you guys, let me put the camera down and take the bike out. Oh, this thing looks like a weapon now. Oh my goodness, she looks good. Look how nice that looks. Look at the front. Look how good that looks. So it's a Renthal fat bar. Let me show you guys how the cockpit looks here. I'm 6 foot 2 inches tall, and it does not block the screen at all. If you're going to be shorter than I am, then it might block a little tiny bit of the bottom, but I mean a little bit. But look how good that looks, guys. Oh my goodness. Now the only thing I'm waiting for are some bar and mirrors that we're going to put on the bike. But I love the red bar. It's not an obviously exact match to the red that's on the bike, but it still gives it a little bit more color. It just looks really nice and rich. It looks proper. I think this is what it needed. Absolutely. Look how good that looks. Wow. Let me move the bike forward a little bit. Oh man, I can't wait to friggin' ride the bike. Look at this. But look at that profile, how it looks now. It just totally changed the bike. It looks so sporty. So this is the thing. I could not leave, like I don't think you can leave the stock risers on here and then install this short bar, because the controls might start hitting, or you might start hitting this. You see, because look how much higher this portion of the gas tank is, where the filler is, than the actual tank. So that might have been a problem if you wanted to, say, just swap out the bars, keep the stock risers. That's why I went with a taller riser and a lower bar. It just looks so good. Yeah, this looks so good. I mean, this really just changed the entire look of the bike, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I'm so excited. So excited. Can't wait to take it for a spin to give you guys my thoughts on the bars and the risers, but everything else I'm loving. We got the radiator guard, we got the tank grips, we got the Saddleman step up with the tuck and roll, we got the Akrapovic exhaust, cleaned up the tail, cleaned up the front. I mean, look at this thing. This thing looks wicked. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of it. I think the ST is looking absolutely amazing. Man, I love this bike, honestly. I'll have this bike in Milwaukee if anybody's going to be going to Harley Davidson Homecoming in Milwaukee in July. I'll be there. You guys could take a look at the bike. I guarantee you people are going to be eyeing this bike up big time in Milwaukee. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Peace out.